Hey everybody, what's up? It's Tim Michael. So yeah, it's Saturday. So setting up all the crazy lighting and stuff like that and cutting out the background and everything, not interested. So welcome to another tutorial, the weekend edition. So a little earlier this week I had a gig and I drew this guy while I was out there. Had a lot of fun, really enjoyed drawing him, and I thought this guy would make a really cool t-shirt design or logo or school mascot or something like that. So I thought I'd go ahead and digitize him. That's what we're looking at here. So what we got is bringing the drawing into Manga Studio EX5 and then taking it from this point and inking it and coloring it and doing all the same details. Just a quick walkthrough like I always do with you guys, giving you a little bit of the ideas of how I go about doing things and why I go about doing them. So if you enjoy it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button, and make sure if you really truly did enjoy it and you want to see more that you go over to patreon.com and become a patron. Would be wonderful. Okay, so basically I have my pressure sensitivities set ridiculously high on this thing, and actually not pressure sensitivity, let me make sure I say this correctly. This has the ability, Manga Studio EX5 has the ability to correct a lot of your pen lines. So if you are a person with a shaky hand, Manga Studio is a really great option for that. And what I wanted to do is make it very Illustrator feel, almost like vectored. So I turned up, I want to say it's either 35 or 45 on the sensitivity for the pen to do the inking. And you can see on the outside of the shark, I included a very heavy line just to make it more bold and make it pop a bit more. And then on individual layers, I go in and I do my color. So because I do that, I can take each layer, turn on their transparencies, like I've said in many of my different videos, turn on their transparencies and be able to lock out just those individual colors. Makes it a lot easier to do the finalized coloring. And you can do a lot of crazy detail stuff in here, as well as changing the attributes of the layer if you want it to be a normal layer or a glow layer. I love the glow layer in this program because it just has the coolest effect. You'll see it in a little bit. So I tried a couple different options. I tried using normal brushes, I tried using an airbrush, and I kind of just went for a feel, a little bit of a mixed design out of all of the different things that I was doing. One thing that I really wanted to make sure I got was a lot of highlight saturation on the top. So it was going to be a bold bunch of white hits on him to really give the idea of a wet look. Obviously he's a shark and he's underwater, so it kind of makes sense, dar. So, and then I also want to really get a lot of depth in my shadows, especially in the eye area. I like drawing eyes with very heavy furrows where it's almost like the eyebrow comes and drops in over top the eyeball, which you can see here on this shark. And then at the same time, I wanted to take that color throughout the shark, giving him a lot of just life and making him pop. Same thing with doing the eyes and the teeth. I wanted them to be very 3D. I wanted them to pop a lot. I have a great tutorial on drawing 3D eyes, and you can see that on Patreon. There's a quick version on my YouTube channel that you can see, and then if you enjoyed that, go become a patron and you can get that. A lot of people ask me about how I draw my eyes, and those tutorials are all ready and waiting for you over at Patreon. So this guy was a lot of fun, I admit. It only took me about an hour, which actually surprised even me, because usually I'd take a little bit longer to do my drawings, but within an hour I already had them drawn, inked, colored, and everything like that. Now, the original drawing that I did, this guy right here, probably took me maybe about 40 minutes or so. It wasn't a big deal. I was just trying to be a showboat and see if I could get some more people over to my booth to draw, and it turned out really well. A lot of watercolor, a lot of fun stuff like that. So I just decided to keep it simple, do something different than a caricature, and try and maybe do something a little bit more fancy, and so that's why I had my fun little shark. Now, I went back to my old technique, and I wouldn't say old technique because old is good in certain cases, but I went back to the whole idea of using, you know, cross-hatching and then blending it with the blending tool. It really is a really great way to go. When you could do a lot of the same techniques with airbrush, you know, simplify things. As you can see, I put a new layer in there. I called that layer Glow Dodge. You can see that in the attributes part, where if you look at the top right above where the opacity is, you can see that that thing's set to color dodge or glow dodge. And because of that, having white and then going in and doing those areas, it just does this really great glow effect that I'm in love with. So it makes this guy instantly pop, and I went through and I made a couple changes here and there. The teeth, I wasn't sure about how to go about doing the teeth because obviously I wanted to show individual teeth, but with the way I drew it, bar teeth would probably be better. And if you don't know what bar teeth is, just imagine a bar of teeth across the way instead of trying to detail each individual tooth. But I went in and I tried to do a few little things. I ended up cutting out the inside of the teeth, kind of making them more individualized. And then I really liked the idea, since sharks have a lot of teeth all in rows and stuff, that I would go ahead and put a bunch of teeth in front of his teeth and things like that, instead of what I did on the initial sketch, where I did have initial teeth, big bar teeth, and then I had like little tiny ones sticking out. I knew if I decided to digitize it, I would go a little bit crazier with it, so that turned out really well. So we're coming close to the end of this guy, I want to say. Grabbed my white airbrush and airbrushed in some more glows, tried to pop out a little bit more saturations. You know you did a good job when you can turn off your outline layer and everything still looks pretty cool. So keep that in mind if you want to test your abilities in 3D, trying to make things feel more realistic or whatever, to go ahead and do that. Putting some reflections from Topwater on there, all I had to do was go ahead and make another glow layer, glow dodge layer, and just do that quick little drawing along the top. And that's it. That's the end of this video. I hope that you guys liked it. Sorry it's taken so long to make one. I've had a very busy month. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the dislike if you didn't like it. And then, as you guys know, follow me on Facebook at Tim Michael Arts. And then you can also find me on Instagram at Tim Michael Arts. I do a lot of stuff on Instagram. It's a lot of fun. I have 2 other channels that you need to take a look at. One is Tim Michael Arts 2, where I make beautiful, fun little vlogs with my wife, Shay. She is very patient with me. And then, of course, take a look at my new channel called Ask Tim, where I answer your questions. It can be any question, whatever you want. Dating advice, technology, anything. It doesn't really matter. I'm totally all for it. Also on Tim Michael Arts 2, I have all of my product reviews and things like that. I'm going to include in the bottom below here 2 links. One of them is going to be to Amazon, but it's going to be Amazon with my affiliate code. If you do any shopping and you want to support Tim Michael Arts or Tim Michael Arts 2 or Ask Tim, if you go through my link, bookmark it onto your desktop. That way anytime you go to Amazon, you go through that link. Then anytime you make any purchases through Amazon, I get a little cut. And that's just a referral that Amazon does for some of us people who try to help make them get more business. So that would be a big help to me if you do that. And then also I'm going to include a code for a 30-day free trial on Amazon Prime. I love Amazon Prime. My wife and I don't know what we would do without it. I just ordered some new batteries for my little vlogging camera right here, this ancient little thing. I just got 2 new batteries. They should be coming in 2 days, which is what's so cool about Prime, because you don't have to wait like 2 weeks for stuff. You literally get stuff within 2 days. It's awesome. All right, guys, God bless you. I'll see you next time right here on Tim Michael Arts. I hope that you enjoyed it. And remember to go down into the description below and take a look at the straw poll, where you can vote on what happens next on here. And I look forward to seeing what you guys want to see next. All right, God bless you guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.